Welcome to the Aramco Powered by House studio, and I'm joined by no other than Georgia Hall. Thank you so much. It's deja vu. We were here last year. We're here again.
Same area, a little bit cooler.
I know it
thankfully.
is. It's lovely. It's lovely. Now, we're going to start with the good vibes. We're going to look at your win in 2022. Can you talk us through this winning moment?
Yeah, well, luckily I had I think a 4 or 5 shot lead and par 5, fairly easy par 5. So yeah, it was just a great week leading start to finish, and the weather was a bit tricky in the first couple of days. And obviously, yeah, I lost to Emily in the playoff the year before, so I was very happy to get that win finally.
I was going to mention that. How special was that, the fact that you came back and got the W?
Yeah, well, I love that golf course, and I think it suits me quite well. And obviously, come close a few times, so I think that gave me that extra kind of mental power to like try and win, and obviously win by quite a few shots as well was always nice.
It's always nice having 4 or 5 cushion on the last hole. Now, this was in London. You're an immaculate iron player. Talk us through this. This is in the playoff. Yeah,
well, this is the this is the team playoff.
Yes.
And I actually, it's my first or second time going down this hole, and unfortunately I lost on the last individually, and I was really eager to try and hit this one close and hold that putt, and it was a par 5 again, 7-iron in, which was quite short, so yeah, it was
driver 7-iron. I mean, what is that? Right, we're going to talk about your irons today. As we saw there's so much good in your setup and technically. Let's have a look at your strokes gained, all the good numbers there. So grab an iron, whatever iron you want. Georgia, just so you know, hasn't warmed up. She's going straight in.
No, straight off the plane yesterday.
Now, you've been working with Rob Rock for 5 years.
Yeah.
I just spoke to you quickly then and I was like, what are you working on? So tell us about that.
Yeah, I joked with you that we're pretty much working on the same thing for the whole 5 years. So you kind of, I send him a lot of videos and he just said the same thing to me. But no, I think for me it's very important. Sometimes I kind of, when I transition, I kind of like chuck it out a little bit at the top, and I'm trying to get away from that. And I get a little bit quick. So just my tempo really. And believe it or not, just like the basics, sometimes I aim a bit too far right, and that actually, I bring it out because I'm aiming too far right. So it's taken me quite a few months really to get my alignment much further left and for me to feel comfortable with it.
Interesting.
And it's amazing how much basics just so important.
We say that all the time here. It is always the fundamentals. Let's see you hit one, and then we're going to go into that a little bit more.
Yeah.
First one of the day, no pressure, Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Did you went to the gym?
Very nice. So you say you work on the same things, which is hilarious, but same coaches, consistencies, we've got our things. Talk about this move from the top.
So basically my backswing, I would say, is pretty stable, doesn't change very much. And then I get to the top, and then I think partially because my shoulder blade is very winged, I'm very I get a bit forward, so then it's easier for me to
kind of internal.
Yeah, to push it forward. So a lot of times you just see a slight reroute, and then I drop it back down. But I'm just trying to get rid of that, so to the eye from behind you don't see the kind of chuck out, and it allows me to just get a little bit steeper on the ball and less draw, kind of a more neutral ball flight, which I'm trying to go for.
Let's see another one. Now, this is a common fault. I can probably hear a lot of people at home going, that tip out over the top move.
Yeah.
Tell us what gold you've got, from yourself and Robert Rock to stop that.
We've tried a few different things because it's very hard when I'm trying to compete to do it as well. It's obviously very important just to try and hit to play golf and not think too much technically. So for me, shortening my backswing, obviously my arms don't get as high, so it's easier to kind of drop it back down. So that's probably number one. And then also not to get too quick in transition, because the quicker I get, the more likely the less time I have to drop it down back in the slot.
Let's see one.
Yeah.
I can see everyone at home making notes right now. And then does that help you get a more draw bias ball flight, something more neutral if it's not?
The goal is to straight as possible really. That just when I have like a tucked right pin before, when I drew it a bit too much, it's kind of impossible to get there. So my goal is just to have it as straight as possible and a little bit higher, so more spin.
Then you can go every pin. Let's have a little look. We can actually see a shot now. If we go back and stand on our marks we started on. So setup, you said about fundamentals.
Yeah.
Yours were more alignment.
Yes.
Is there anything with your body alignment in setup you like here?
I like everything from this front view.
Yeah.
Sometimes my posture gets a little bit upright, so I just try and make sure that from the hips I come back a bit, but yeah, I'm happy with that.
I love that. I love everything here. This is brilliant. Right, let's have a little look at the takeaway. Is this something you've just ingrained over the years? You don't have any fills off the ball?
No, not really. Yeah, so that left backswing's what I'd say is like what I'm aiming for.
That's
yeah, just like
perfect.
3/4.
And as you said earlier, that stops you from getting the club moving too much forward
Correct.
in the transition. Any other fills on the downswing?
Just to maybe to keep in my posture.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time I kind of stand up, and that allows me to like chuck it out and then come from behind. So really just make sure I stay down through impact.
Just like this one.
Yeah,
there you go. I'm
that's
giving
good,
you all
yeah.
the good vibes. Not only of you on here, you know, here's another. Let's have a little look through to the finish. Perfect. Let's see you hit a few more. And in terms of strategy, you've got your caddy here with us in the studio.
Yeah.
Because you'll hit such a neutral ball flight, do you go at most pins?
I would say like pitching wedge to 8 iron, yeah, pretty much.
Go time.
Like this course this week is fairly short, so I think I'll be going for most of them. But for me, like the idea is if there's a left or right pin to kind of start it more in the middle and then like leak it towards the pin.
Perfect.
So yeah, that's kind of my thought process.
Perfect. Let's see you hit a couple more. And you're going to warm up today.
Yes. I'm going to play 9 holes, I think.
And you'll purely be thinking about in your warm-up about these fills. So getting your alignment better, so less right.
Yes, posture slightly more over it.
Yeah.
And then just 3/4 backswing.
Right,
So-
let's see the last one and then we'll let you get ready to prep for another win. You got it on a rope, Georgia.
Sometimes.
Thank you so much for joining us. I know you've got a busy day ahead and you've got to get prepped. Amazing information and good luck this week.
Thanks.
Thanks, Georgia.